We've got packing cubes. In this video, I'm gonna quickly show you what features make these the ultimate travel organizers for you. And we're gonna pack them out so you can see just how well they actually work. And the thing is, I'm really excited about these packing cubes. How can you get so excited about packing cubes? Because I'll tell you why. Packing cubes don't have a lot of innovation these days. And the ones that do innovate a lot, it's almost like they're just trying too hard. But I always felt like there was key things that packing cubes were missing, just to give you that extra dose of functionality that you need when you're on the road. There's 3 things in particular we focused on with the Firo packing cubes. Feature number 1, having a top handle. It's such a small thing, but you'd be surprised as to how many packing cubes don't have this. And it's just the littlest thing that goes the longest way when you're taking it out of your backpack, organizing it in your hotel or your Airbnb. These handles are super lightweight, very premium. You won't even know they're there until you need them. And also with the handles, it means if you want to kind of get weird with it, you can totally hang the packing cubes in your destination as well for a bit more organization. But we're just heating up. The next feature that we implemented into the Firo packing cubes is the ability for the packing cubes to expand and also therefore compress. And both expansion and compression are equally as important. And I'm gonna show you exactly what that looks like in just a second when I pack the packing cubes out and put them in the Firo travel backpack. But the most important feature that we worked on with these packing cubes is just how lightweight they are. And that's made possible with this primary fabric, which is a 30 denier ripstop nylon. And the denier is the thickness, and 30 is like, I've never seen one so thin. As to where, for example, like your typical backpack might have 800 denier nylon. And even on Firo bags, we use a 330D nylon. This is 10% of that. But we scoured the globe high and low to find the most abrasion resistant and tear resistant one that we can find. Because what good is a packing cube if it tears on you halfway through your trip? Let's chat about some quick specs. The packing cubes come in a set with 1 big one and 2 small ones. The Featherlight 30D nylon is used for the majority of the outside of the bag, except for the front where we have a mesh at the top and our signature 330D polycarbonate Codra at the bottom. The mesh helps you see whatever's inside, and also in case you have any dirty laundry in there, it's not gonna keep the scent like closed in, which means that it can breathe a little bit. We put this panel of the 330D Codra here just to give the packing cube a bit of structure, because without it, they're almost like crinkling up too much. Like that's how lightweight the fabric is. So this just kind of gave them the structure they need, but without adding too much weight, as to where a lot of packing cubes are coming in weighing almost up to 1 pound I've seen. As where you can see the large packing cube is clocking in at 0.2 pounds. Dimensions of the big packing cube, around 12 inches width, 10 inches height, 5 inches depth unexpanded. But then when you need a bit of extra space, Dad, give me your shirt.
I need your shirt, your pants are
And you can see right here, it expands by approximately 40%, then giving you a depth of around 8 inches. That doubles it. And now you can see we compressed it to a more manageable depth, getting it down to about 6 inches. But obviously results will vary depending on whatever you're packing in the cube. So for the smaller cube, about 9 inches width, 6 inches height. And then for the expansion, it's just a little bit less. Instead of 40 to 50%, you're getting around 30-ish% more expansion. But proportionally, it's all the same, just kind of scaled down for the smaller cube. Let's even see if we can get a weight from the smaller cube. Handles, also helpful when you need to weigh your packing cubes. That's why we did it. We're not even registering on the scale. I'm getting nothing. Literally featherweight. But I'm curious, out of those 3 features that we really focused on, which one are you most stoked about? The handle, the expansion and compression, or the lightweightness of the actual cubes themselves? Let me know in the comments below. Let's show you what it can pack, starting with the big boy. All right, you can see I got 10 shirts, 1 large packing cube. I didn't want to do any creative military roll techniques. This is just like if you're a normal packer, right? You're just throwing things into the cube. How many shirts can it fit? Think we're gonna get all 10 in there, Tav? 9, 10th shirt on top, and we're closing with a bit of room to spare. And then, if you're heading to a colder destination, bust out that expansion, take your chunky hoodie, throw it on top, zip it on in, and then take this depth, we can shrink it on down. For me, on a week-long trip, the large packing cube is good for, let's call 5 shirts, 2 pairs of shorts, and a pair of pants. No problem. Or I can squeeze a hoodie, a couple extra shirts in there on top of it too. And then for the smaller pouch, it's literally half the size, so I think, you know, a good rule of thumb being around 4 or 5 shirts in one of these bad boys as well. So if you combine the big packing cube with the 2 small ones, you can pack basically for any reasonable week-plus long trip that you can imagine. Reasonable though. Antarctica, probably not enough. The Amazon rainforest, this could be enough for that. UK winter, it'll be close. Space. Now, most important of all, let me show you how these packing cubes work and fit with the Firo ecosystem. Here we have the 36-liter Levo travel backpack. For me, I'm gonna throw big packing cube on the bottom. Gives the bag a nice base, also helps it self-stand a bit better. And then we can do the 2 smaller packing cubes perfectly on top. And look at that. To all my OCD travelers out there, how beautiful is that? Perfect fit inside with a little bit of room for an important reason. I'll explain why in a second. And then, oh, the matching color. That's some chef's kiss right there. And the reason we put a bit of extra space on the top is so these packing cubes can also fit in the Firo 30-liter Levo travel backpack as well. Because both bags have the same width, just the 30-liter is a little bit shorter than the 36-liter and has a little less depth. But still, the packing cubes are a perfect fit in both bags. A little looser in the 36 and a little more snug in the 30. So again, if you have any questions about the Firo packing cubes, be sure to let me know in the comments below and I'll personally respond. And also, if you want a deeper look as to how we make these highly technical and highly awesome carry goods, and you want first access to any time we do a new drop, you're gonna wanna sign up to the Firo newsletter, which you can learn more about with this video here. Thank you so much for watching. My name is Aaron, this is Firo, and we'll catch you guys next time.